Welcome to Split, the second largest city in Croatia, located right on the Dalmatian coast. In today's episode, I'll be guiding you through the city to visit some of the best places Split has to offer. Make sure to stay till the end because I'll also be covering the perfect boat tour to visit some of the beautiful surrounding islands. Without further ado, this is Backpack Gringo providing you with the top things to do in Split, Croatia. Starting off our list of top places to visit is Diocletian's Palace. This Roman palace and fortress was built in the early 4th century AD and was constructed as a retirement residence for the Roman Emperor Diocletian. Today, it's recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's also one of the more popular and also crowded places to see in the city. The palace itself is separated into 5 different places to visit, including the Cathedral, which was a mausoleum constructed to house the remains of the emperor after his death. The cathedral has a really unique dome ceiling, and it's considered one of the oldest Catholic cathedrals still in use today. At the palace, you can also visit the bell tower. From the top, you can get really great views of the city, but you'll need to climb up 160 stairs or about 60 meters to get there. Here, you can also find the Treasury of Split, which is a chamber that once held valuable items and offerings to Diocletian. Today, it serves as the palace's museum and showcases ancient artifacts from the region. At Diocletian's palace, the last 2 places you can visit are the crypt, which is a very small underground section, and also the baptistry, which was dedicated to the worship of Jupiter, the king of gods. Tickets to the palace can be purchased in the main courtyard. They sell different tickets depending on what you want to see and do. For us, we ended up purchasing the purple ticket, which granted us access to all 5 sites. But if you're wanting to save a few euros, we'd recommend on getting the green ticket, which grants access to the bell tower, the treasury, and the cathedral, as the other 2 attractions are rather underwhelming. After the palace, if you head down the large stairs in the courtyard, you'll stumble across a fun little underground market. This is a great place to get away from the hot sun and maybe do some of your souvenir shopping at. Here, there are a lot of vendors selling a variety of things like clothes, art, and jewelry, but I noticed that some of the prices seem to be a little expensive as there are a lot of handmade things from local artisans. Once you reach the end of the market, you'll find the Cellars of Diocletian's Palace. This is a labyrinth network of substructures and is one of the best preserved ancient Roman complexes of this kind in the world. Here, you'll find well-preserved cellars with impressive vaulted ceilings and the occasional artifacts and art. The cellars were originally designed as a storage space, but also served as the foundation for Diocletian's residence above. And for you Game of Thrones fans, these cellars also appeared in the Game of Thrones series as Daenerys' throne room in Meereen, and also where she kept her dragons chained. While exploring the city, you'll most likely stumble across the street known as Marmontova Ulica. This is the longest pedestrian street in Split, and it's a popular place to visit as it's lined with shops and restaurants. While walking up the street, you'll encounter the Piria Fountain. This is merely just an art display, but on a super hot day, it's nice to wash your hands and face to cool off. And if you head on right past the fountain, you'll also find the Croatian National Theatre in Split, which was constructed in 1893 as the municipal theatre. If you head down Marmontova Ulica towards the sea, you'll find yourself on the lively promenade known as the Riva. The Riva touches the harbor of Split, and it's most known for being lined with beautiful palm trees, cafes, restaurants, and also having killer views of the Adriatic Sea. This is a popular place to visit for a stroll or to sit down on the chairs to enjoy the views. Also, if you're looking to do any type of boat excursions, the vendors will be lining the port so you can easily shop around for the best tour packages and prices. If you're visiting Split, another popular place for you to visit is the People's Square. This square is rather small, but it's surrounded by historical landmarks. The square features the city clock, a prominent symbol of Split which dates back to the 15th century, the town hall, and also the Iron Gate. In the square, you can also stop for a bite to eat at the cafes and restaurants that line the side. The square often hosts events, markets, and cultural activities, and it's usually a pretty crowded place to pass through. After exploring the city of Split, we'd recommend on making a trip 5 kilometers northeast to the town of Solin, which is famous for their Roman city ruins. Their archaeological site, known as Salona, was once a thriving Roman city and served as the capital of the Roman province of Dalmatia. This is a really cool place to visit that's away from all the crowds and provides the unique opportunity to walk among the remnants of a once flourishing Roman city. We ended up taking a bus from Split and had no issues with navigating here. Once you're done with the Roman ruins, you can head 8 kilometers north to visit the Kliss Fortress. The Kliss Fortress was featured numerous times in Game of Thrones as the City of Marine. This fortress is a medieval stronghold with a history dating back to the Roman era. Its strategic position has made it a key defensive structure throughout the centuries, playing a crucial role during the Roman, medieval, and Ottoman periods. While the fortress dates back to the Roman era, a lot of the defensive walls and towers were constructed between the 15th and 17th century. Today, you can navigate your way through the fortress and explore the many areas, small museums, as well as the panoramic views from the top of the walls. The next recommendation on our list of top things to do in Split is to go on a boat tour. While a little pricey, I can confidently say that the tours to visit the neighboring islands are an absolute must. As previously mentioned, to find boat excursions, you can walk along the water at the Riva and talk to the vendors at the kiosks. We ended up booking an all-day tour and got to visit several islands neighboring Split. If you book the 4-island tour, which I'll put a link to in the video description, the first place you'll visit is the town of Bol, located on the island of Brač. This town is incredibly scenic and it's most known for its famous Golden Horn Beach. The town itself has really long stretches of shaded sidewalks for you to walk and enjoy the views of the coastline. The beach also consists of rocks, so you don't have to worry about getting sand everywhere. The next place you'll visit is Carpe Diem Beach, which is located on the easternmost side of the Pakleni Islands. This is a really small section of the islands that's most known for its beach club and unique sunbathing areas on the rocks. This is such a scenic and relaxing venue, and it's the perfect place to grab a drink and some snacks while taking in the views. After a stop at the beach club, you'll then take a short boat ride across to the island of Hvar. Hvar is the fourth largest island in the Adriatic and is a popular destination place for visitors. During your visit, we'd recommend on making a stop by the Kliss Fortress. The fortress was built in the 16th century and has historically played a crucial role in the island's defense against invasions. To get there, you'll have to complete a pretty intensive uphill hike, but the views are absolutely worth it. After the boat tour, the last and final place we'd recommend on visiting is the historic city of Trogir. This city is located about 27 kilometers west of Split and is considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Trogir was founded by Greek colonists in the 3rd century BC, and the town's architecture reflects a blend of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque styles. In the city, a popular thing to visit is the Cathedral of St. Lawrence. The cathedral was constructed between the 13th and 17th century, and it's best known for its stunning marble inside and for its climbable bell tower. If you're in Trogir, another place you should visit is the Camerlengo Castle. Built in the 15th century by the Venetians, the castle served as a defensive stronghold against potential invaders. The castle itself is pretty bare bones, but it's fun to walk around the fort and get some good views of the city and the port from the top. A special thanks to everyone who has made it this far in the video. I hope you find this guide useful and that it helps you plan your next trip to Split. Feel free to leave any questions or thoughts in the comments section below, and as always, we would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Doing so really helps out our new platform, enables us to continue making this kind of content, and allows these types of videos to be shared with fellow travelers. So thanks again for tuning into another video brought to you by yours truly, Backpack Gringo.